Hello, everyone. We're live here with Whack Comics. We're here doing the things. We got Tyler from Shattered Glass, as always, and we also got a special guest with us today. We got Rob Worth from Not Near Mint. How are you both going?
Hello.
Awesome. How you going, Tyler? How you going, Tyler? Can you hear me, Tyler?
Oh, yeah, shit. I didn't realize I had this. Yeah, I hear you now.
How you going, man?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going good. We already got some people in the chat joining us. We got Ruben hitting the cowabunga, but with the whack jobs. I like it. And Tyler's telling me he's got the gold. How do you pronounce this? Is it just Animal Comics, just with like some Y's instead?
Yeah, it's kind of like Animal from like a Muppet Show, Muppet Babies. Animal.
Yeah, I get it.
Molly.
Thanks heaps for popping in. I see you commenting on some of our videos lately, so thanks heaps for jumping in and joining the whack family that we're building here. We got Sarah joining us. Thanks, Sarah, for popping in. We're just gonna talk some shit. We're gonna show off some comic books we've been reading for the week and see where it takes us yeah. But
it was just a 7.4 earthquake in Alaska. So hey, we go live and earthquakes happen.
Wow, that's
that
whack.
is fucking huge.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, how far Alaska's like north to America, right?
So if this vape
like
was for a country right now, I'm in Florida right here, and Alaska would be way the fuck over here.
Yeah.
Fair. I mean, that would make about enough sense.
Yeah, but still like the same landmass type thing. It's just like a bunch of borders between you.
Yeah, it's funny you don't know. So it's like connected to Canada north of us, and it's almost as big as us, like the entire United States, the 48. At least it's pretty close, like maybe like 2/3. It's freaking huge.
The way Alaska works is weird because our country initially was just 13 states, and then we just kept trying to expand, which basically meant screwing over, raping, and murdering a whole bunch of people that lived there. And somehow we didn't do that to Canada. Canada we left untouched, but somehow we went, hey, Alaska, guess what? You're ours now. Mm-hmm. Hey, Hawaii, I know you have like a queen and a king and a ruler, and that's cute. You're ours now. So that's kind of what happened to the United States. So Alaska is about the size continental the United States. It's pretty damn large, but it has about the amount of people living there like Rhode Island. There's a very small amount of people that live there. It's too cold. Yeah, but there is 30 days a night. Read that shit. That's why I won't live in Alaska.
Yeah, American states are confusing, especially for us Australians. Like you say, you got like 48, 50 states, and we 50. We've got 5 states and a territory, sort of thing. You know, I couldn't even try, think of how you would have had to learn all the states and memorize all 50 states. When you were young, like five states and a territory was done. Sorry?
Oh, we forget that immediately after high school. You ask anyone, you can't even ask a kid after they're finished with high school for about 2 years. Hey, what's the capital of your own state? It's Washington, D.C. No, that's the capital of the never mind, go away. American school system, they did their job.
Jimmy Kimmel does these videos where he asks questions like that, and he'll ask like how many states, and most people say 48 or 52. Like, seems like nobody can get it right.
All right, maybe that's enough about American states that I know nothing about. His deceased. I picked this up and I gave it a read. This is like I think 4th or 5th printing. Fourth. Yeah, I just picked it up because of the old Peach and Mocha cover, and it's my first Peach and Mocha cover too. And,
I love that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I love GC's Day. It's such a good time. I'm thinking, I'm trying to weigh up if I should just wait for the hardcover or go out and get the rest of these single issues now for this run.
They're
for Dead Planet.
producing so many printings for each and every one. Unless you're a completist, you might as well wait for the hardbound if you're into that sort of thing, because I'm sure they're going to look pretty. But I know for an absolute goddamn fact that if you try having 3 of those on a stand together, the spines are not going to align, and none of them are going to look the same. Actually,
Okay.
never mind. Just buy the comics. I'm talking you out of buying the hardback.
You know what I also read, and Tyler had to fill me in on the back page, because I don't know again much about American history and like stuff like that. But I don't know. I was talking to the Brito boys. Like, I don't know if 100% if I should drop this or keep it going, because if I don't know how Americana it's going to be and how much I'm going to fully get it, and the Brito boys were saying it's more conspiracies than Americana. So I'm
I'll
going
put
to.
it this way. If you watch any kind of television show from like the 1980s or a comedy from the 1980s, they wind up making a lot of pop culture references. And if you didn't live in that era for that time, it's kind of like right now on Twitter. You have Charlie Chaplin trending, and unless you're like over the age of about 40 or 50, you probably have no idea who Charlie Chaplin is, much less if you didn't live in the United States. He was an American actor. So if you don't understand the pop culture references, I imagine a lot is going to be lost. It's like watching an anime from Japan that's throwing in pop culture references left and right, and us here in America, unless you're absorbed in that, you're just going to be left going,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Lee about it, and we were just talking about the Department of Truth, and then I got to the end. I was like, do you even know who that is? And he's like, no. Am I supposed to know who that is?
Did you know who it was, Sarah, on that last page? Because you're Australian like me. You've been reading. Did you get it? Master Ben, how you going? Hello there.
I would
also
compare that series right now to Once and Future, where Once and Future, I'm not very apprised on the whole King Arthur kind of lore and history or fantasy, if you were, but then they start commingling all these other kind of fantasies, and I don't know exactly what they're talking about, but it's still a lot of fun, and I can imagine you probably have the same kind of thing going on. But if you know definitely. JFK, just go watch the Oliver Stone JFK movie. It's very long, but at least you'll know who JFK, Lee Harvey Oswald are. Basically, JFK was a former president, and we were always led to believe that Lee Harvey Oswald was the one to go and kill him. But then later on, as Harvey is getting led through being booked, that's when this dude jumps out and shoots and kills him. So when he's being sat down and interrogated, it's like, you know what's going on? It's like, yeah, you're going to kill me. Yeah, you got to get over this shit. So basically, he winds up becoming, oh, yeah, you're going to look like you're dead, but you're going to be working for us. He's kind of like Will Smith in Men in Black.
Yeah.
But old now. Now he's Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, well,
It's fun. I love the ending.
Sarah didn't realize who it was either.
Yeah.
Message Tyler, because we don't want to spoil it for everyone, even though we're sort of talking about it.
We kind of did right there, but
yeah, true.
It's spoiled on the cover for the variant, but still, stick with it. Issue 2.
Stick with it. Yeah, I'll stick with it for a couple issues, see where it goes. Got Spidey Man joining us for the first time on a live stream. Thanks heaps for popping in for your first live. Yeah, I enjoy learning about some American history as well, but I just don't know much of it because growing up in Australia, you know. But I also read Firepower, loving Firepower. Have you been reading Firepower, Rob?
5. How deep in are you?
That's issue 4.
4. I'm at issue 3, so 4 is the last one to come out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we know how far he's working in with the ninjas. Do we know if they're going to be going past like issue 5 or 6? Is this an ongoing?
It's ongoing.
Yeah.
Is Kirkman going to stay on it, or is he going to go, hey, I'm good here, you can write it for me now?
He said he's staying on it, but I haven't heard anything different.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything different. Did you read the prelude?
Oh, I did not. I didn't even know about it until after I got to the end of the first issue.
Oh no. You gotta go back and grab
Go
that.
back and grab it. It's so good.
Yeah, the prelude's the best thing about it so far for
There we
sure.
go. I got firepower.
I think that issue has been the best one since the prelude. Issue 4 was so good.
So now that's in my to be read next after reading the Swamp Thing giant that was just released.
Nice. Yeah, knew something killing the children this week. We're working on a Something is Killing the Children episode of Whack Comics too.
I have not read it.
Oh, it's such a good read. We're going to be giving away a signed copy of Something is Killing the Children for that episode as well. Thanks to Nick from Ninja Dairy Comics. He's such a cool dude. But we're working on that. That'll hopefully be out this week, and some peeps can get a chance to win.
Yeah, I did read it. I really liked both issues, actually. I think a lot of people have kind of been not liking it from what I've been seeing, but I really like it. It's the first issue. I don't know if you've read it at all, but the first issue, you just kind of get introduced to the characters, and they scavenge for dead gods' resources. So basically, they'll collect maybe the heart, or they'll collect part of the skin or the eyeballs, and they each have resources within them. I think it's super interesting. Have you read it, Rob?
I have. I'm of the mind that I love the first issue. I love the concept. The second, it felt like, I don't know, that they were just trying to really get the characters down. So there wasn't a lot of action. There wasn't a lot going on. You're still getting used to the dialogue because there's still several hundred years in the future. So they're using terms and phrases that you would usually use on a ship, but specific to outer space. So you're kind of getting used to it. Like, the ship has ears. The ship has ears. Don't talk to me.
I love that.
And I'm liking the way it's doing that because it reminds me a lot of the old Gundam kind of stuff. But first issue was amazing. The art's fantastic. Second issue, I'll wait a couple more issues to see where it's headed. It looks like
I really like characterization. So I think that second issue really set that up. And if it doesn't move forward from that, it won't be good. But I've really enjoyed the first two issues. So hopefully the story really kicks in the next issue.
Yeah, what it reminded me of the most is a manga. I later turned into the anime series. I've watched a lot of stuff. I read a lot of comics. I'm a nerd. So it was called Planets, and it was about a bunch of basically janitors in space. There's space garbage everywhere, little teeny tiny bolts, but if it goes at enough speed that accrues over time, one little bolt could tear a hole right through a ship. So this was kind of like the similar kind of idea. There's a bunch of just random assholes out in space going, I don't have a lot of money. How do I make money? Well, there's dead gods. Tell me more.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the heart. You got to stay the hell away from that because only the military gets that. That kind of shit you turn into weapons. But some you can turn into food. Other parts you can kind of turn into this, that, or the other, perfumes. It's like, okay, I'm all in. And all I have to do is just go there, mine a little bit. As long as you follow the rules, you'll be cool. But if you don't, well, if you get greedy, we might shoot your ass out of the sky. Like this.
Yeah.
This sounds like my kind of ride. I can't wait till it gets turned into a movie. Sign me up.
Yeah, it's like space pirates, and there's other pirates out there, and they'll kill each other for it. I know you haven't read it, right, Lee?
What's it called? Is that the?
We only find them when they're dead.
No, I haven't read it. I went to the comic book store and I tried to get the first two issues, but they sold out of issue 1. So I'm gonna have to wait for the second print to come in or something.
Yeah, there's a second print. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a third print. There's already a second print of the second issue coming out. Issue 3 coming out, I think, next week.
No, I don't know if either of you are reading Inkblot either, but this is only issue 2, and I heard some people say that issue 2 wasn't as good for them as issue 1, but this is just a really fun story. Hey, are either of you reading it?
Nope, I have not read it. I have it on my to read list, and now I'm not sure if I'm even going to start reading it because I started reading Invincible.
Oh, good luck with that. It's fun. It's great.
Yeah.
But the one thing I can say about Invincible, as opposed to many other comics that go that long, it sticks the landing. When it's over, you feel satisfied instead of going, man, they screwed that up.
Yeah.
Well,
sure.
that's good.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Just like Walking Dead, they stuck the landing. So I feel good about Kirkman writing stuff now. Can't say that about Mark Millar. I have the first issue, and it's in a box. I never got around to it. I'll probably never read it.
No, if you want to talk about someone that starts something and never finishes it, that's Mark Millar more than Kirkman, right?
Well, they both finish everything for the most part. The person who doesn't finish anything is like Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, true. I don't know, but I felt like Reborn. Remember, Reborn was supposed to have more as well with
it was a miniseries. I mean,
So
he was probably going to put out another storyline, like a part 2, like Reborn 2. But no, that was a self-contained. All he's doing is self-contained stories, so that way he could ship them off as properties. He's not thinking about the long-form storytelling game like Brian K. Vaughan doing Saga or Y the Last Man. He's more interested in doing these one and done. Let me tell the next story so I can sell that property to Netflix, and then have them not do the story at all and do whatever the hell they're going to do to begin with, like Wanted.
Sarah's saying to read Inkblot. I'm agreeing. It's so cute. The kitty is really cute too. It's like it's about this cat. If you haven't heard, it's about this cat that can open space and time portals and travel through shit. And he's just like a real little shit, just like a cat is. He doesn't listen to anyone. It's a good time. Super cute cat times. But I also read Jeff Lemire's first time writing the Hulk. Did you read this one, Rob? You got it?
As well is right in here in my to be read next pile.
Nice. You got the variant. Cool.
I love Joe Bennett's artwork on this series.
Yeah. I thought this issue was great. Nice little tease for what it would be like for Lemire to write the Hulk. You know, I reckon it'd be amazing. I was saying on the Burrito show the other night that I think I would rather Lemire on the Hulk more than Batman even, because he's written both of them, and I think I'd rather see like a full run on the Hulk more than Batman. What do you say?
I'd like to see him on anything, everything, and anything and everything. Just let him go.
Yeah. No opinions, Rob?
I'm a little iffy on Jeff Lemire. He's a good writer, but I think that I find him to be very, very long-winded. That's just me. I could be wrong, but I've read like After Death. I've read his.
After Death was written by Scott Snyder, to be fair.
Wait, but oh shit! Well, Scott Snyder, I have some problems with too, but that because it's not very grounded.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. It's just things that I'm expecting, but maybe I shouldn't have these kind of expectations.
True.
Like I go in expecting one thing, and then I get something else, and it's not to my liking, and then I come back later on, and maybe I like it. Who knows?
Yeah, Lemire definitely has that. You can't go in with expectations because he'll just throw you for a loop.
Yeah. I've talked about him a bunch of times on this channel, but he's definitely my favorite creator working today. I love everything that he's done.
I think the best way I could parallel this is Inglourious Bastards. When I went to go see that movie, I actually hated it. The reason why, I was going in there expecting this is what Quentin Tarantino's going to do, but his version is Saving Private Ryan. And instead, it was a thoughtful, slow burn, and it's amazing. But when you go in expecting one thing and it delivers something else, you go, but. It's like, no, but just go in and blind. When you go in blind, you'll probably be much better off.
Yeah, that's like the reason I don't like to watch trailers that much anymore, because it'll give me an expectation and look at that explosion. And then it's like, this is not an explosion type of movie, but they'll show it in the trailer to get everyone to go see it.
Yeah. What's next book? What?
Ascender. It's it's another Lumiere book. This is a follow-on from Descender, which was like, along with Plutona, was the first thing that I was reading from Lumiere that got me hooked on his stuff. And I don't want to say too much about Descender because it'll spoil like all of Descender. And I know that Sarah just picked up the first trade of Descender, and I don't want to spoil anything for her, but the watercolors from Dustin Nguyen, I just love his watercolors as well. Hey, like you can, I know the camera's not doing it much justice for the cover there, but yeah, just every time he puts his brush to paper, it's such a good time. But does anyone else want to share off some stuff? Who wants to go next?
Oh yeah, I'll go next. So I'll start with what I read this week. I read Detective Comics 1028, which I thought was amazing. It was like a true detective story. Really felt like a Batman throwback. Do you read that, Rob?
I read it. My favorite thing about that story is they wound up saying, "Okay, Batman, here's a new piece of tech, and you can kind of be like Superman now." It's like, what do you mean? Well, now you can see into this grave. Like, badass. Now he has a
trade. That was cool. I also read Bad Mother. I'm assuming you read most of these, Rob. You seem like you read a lot.
I read a lot, but I don't read everything. Like, as you heard, I don't read the one book that everybody is reading right now, that one James Tynion book, I can't even remember the title of it.
Something is Killing the Children?
That's the one. The one that's like $100 book now, where I could have gotten it like many times for $5, and I just kept going, you know what? It's 5 issues in. I don't feel like finding it. And God, am I dumb. I do like that sometimes. And I'm sure it's probably great, but at this point, I have other things like ASM. Because of Lady Fantastic showing a bunch of these McFarlanes, I went, you know what? I have most of everything from Volume 2, Issue 30, all the way to present, uninterrupted. Shit, here we go. I guess I'm going backwards now. So new priorities and doing a bunch of new stuff. It takes up room, and in the end, the older you get, that's what you run out of: time and room.
I don't see you getting too many trades. Are you much of a trade collector as well, or just mainly single issues? Because the first trade is out of Something's Killing Children. It's a fast read.
I don't do trades. It's not that I wouldn't accept them or read them. It's just that I don't go out of my way. I would rather just find the issue eventually, and by the time I get them all together, I read them, and if I don't need them anymore, I wind up selling it to somebody that does. Well, most likely I send it out for free to like Lady Fantastic or Comics on the Mind or Miracle Man. They just get a box in the mail and they go, why did he just send me like $200 worth of comic books? I'm like, yeah, I didn't need it in my room. It's just space.
Comic reader, thanks heaps for jumping on in.
You can never have enough space, man. I remember Dustin and Nick were talking about it Saturday too, about how they bought this, or they made this box, and they said, "Oh, I'm never gonna fill it up." That's exactly what I said. I got a long box. I said, "Well, this is probably all the comics I'll ever get, just this long box worth." And then one, I didn't know at the time when I was only buying Batman and Detective, and probably 3 months. And now I'm filling up a short box in a few weeks, so it's a dangerous game.
That's why you pick the series that you like the most, because when things come out week to week, so many new issue number ones. I started getting this new brilliant idea. I haven't put it into effect yet. If you just wind up dropping almost everything, which I'm basically going to be doing when DC does that Future Shock shit, that's what I'm calling the event. Future Shock shit.
You can call it whatever you want, because I don't think they knew what to call it. So
yeah, they're like, well, this was going to be the new 5G, but just
but it's not. We're going to call it something else, and I don't know how long it'll last.
We don't know what to do with it, so we're just going to push this out like forever evil, which we wanted you to forget. Don't remember that either, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're putting like everything on hold for like 2 months. Well, they do that. And it's like in January, I think.
I heard that. That is.
on a positive, it gives the creators time to start getting better ideas, maybe go in different directions, rejigger the whoever's the creator lineup on some of the books. I knew that they were going to be canceling like damn near half for 70% of most of their books, like Harley Quinn, Red Hood and the Outlaws, even freaking Batgirl. And I love Batgirl, my favorite DC character. Getting rid of all the titles, and I don't know if they're going to start it from scratch. And I know how they like to call it a jumping on point, but I have another thing to call it. Is a jumping off point for me.
Yep. I agree with that.
I second this, Rob.
Hey, Spidey, come to Miami.
Yeah, it's probably I suppose it's probably easier to ship comics locally than all the way down to Australia to me.
Oh, good God. I ordered something like 2 weeks ago, and it's an ASM 41. I've been waiting for it. Was supposed to come in like last Wednesday, and then I see like Friday, it's in Miami. It should be here. Saturday, it's delayed. Okay, well, we'll be here on Monday. I go to check the mail. It's like, not there. It's still late. I'm like, bitch, it's in fucking Miami. Where's my...
Yeah, I think that was like Sarah Sarah ordered a Whack Comics shirt, and I think it was in Melbourne for like almost a week before it got to her house. It was, it's just like sitting there, a couple of blocks over at the post office or whatever.
Yeah,
crazy what the post system is going through at the moment, I suppose. But anything else you've been reading, Tyler?
Yeah, Rob, have you read Seven Secrets?
No, but I know it's new Tom Taylor, and it's the guy that's doing Deceased, so it should probably be good.
Yeah, Tom Taylor's awesome.
It's been great. I think the third issue is the best one so far. It's really progressing nicely. I definitely recommend it.
Can't wait to pick up the third issue. I love Tom Taylor. He's my fellow Australian down here.
The only other book I want to know if you read was Villainous. Have you read Villainous?
I don't even know what that is.
I think it's Mad Cave, right?
Oh.
I think Whack knows. I'm pretty sure it's Mad Cave, but it was issue 1, and I think it's a 5-issue series, and it is so good. If you can find a Villainous 1, you should pick it up.
And the funny thing is, Mad Cave is a local comic book studio. They're right down here, based in South Florida. Funny thing is that my local comic shop almost doesn't carry any independence whatsoever. Mm-hmm. If you order them, which I do, then you'll get them. But if you don't order them, you may not know they exist.
Yeah, Burrito just said it's Mad Cave. It's Stoney Williams. He's the writer, and he's in our Discord chat. He's really cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
So did you find out who the villain Kindred was this week in Amazing Spider-Man?
I don't read Amazing Spider-Man, but no, I heard about it. Were you excited about it?
Yeah. No, I wasn't excited about it. I didn't find myself excited to find out who it was. I didn't find myself excited back 25 issues ago. I didn't find myself excited at issue 10, because that should have been right around the time you should have at least let us know, yeah, this was Harry Osborn, instead of leading us on and leading us on and leading us on till it gets to the point that, you know what, I stopped caring anymore. Can we just move past this? Okay, well, now they got to the point. Oh, no, he wasn't taken down. He's still running around. God damn it, the story's not over yet.
So you love the Spider-Man. You've loved the Spider-Man run, and you read it. Would you say this has been a good run? Do you like it?
It's been horrific, but at the same time, I'm wondering, whoever winds up picking up this series after Nick Spencer is over is going to have to do a lot of damage control. You wound up killing off Craven and bringing him back as a clone of his son, so they're probably going to have to fix that somehow. You had Harry Osborn running around as this dude Kindred the entire time, yet not really showcasing that it was him. I mean, I'm not going to go back and reread 49 issues of Spencer's run to figure this out, but I was thinking it might have been Gwen Stacy clone from like the J. Michael Straczynski run. I was thinking it could have been Anna Marie Marconi. That would have been a bold choice, but instead they went, nah, we're going to pick a name out of a hat. Eeny, meeny, miny, Harry Osborn. Yeah, okay, let's go and call it a day. I need a beer.
I was really upset with. I didn't even stay on Nick Spencer's Spider-Man run for long. I was really upset because I don't know. Did you read his Superior Foes of Spider-Man run?
No, but I heard that it was good.
It was amazing. It really was. It was so good. It's like one of my favorite Spider-Man runs. And when I heard that he was going to be taking over the main Amazing Spider-Man title, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. You know, he's already proved himself that he can do justice with these characters on Superior Foes. But no.
To me, he's been hit or miss. He's done a lot of great things. I mean, he did this series for Image where it went like 30, 40 issues.
Morning
Started
Glories.
off strong. What was that?
Morning Glories?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And then about halfway through, he started writing many other books than just that one. And it shows that if you're a writer, sometimes you might wind up using ideas that you would have used for your baby, but now you're using it for maybe a story that you kind of want to put a name to on Amazing Spider-Man, like Foes of Spider-Man. So then the story seemed to get watered down, a whole lot more complex, so complex to the point that I had to go back and reread like a couple issues here and there until I just gave up on Morning Glories altogether. And by that time, he was writing Captain America, Hail Hydra.
I wasn't a fan of his Captain America run, but his Ant-Man run was amazing. I really enjoyed his Ant-Man run. But Sarah, Rob's energy is amazing. If you're not subscribed to him at Not Near Men, his channel is in the description. Go do the things. I watch it it's a Wednesday 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, we only do one show a week.
But for us Australians, it's on a Thursday, Sarah. But that's something I wanted to talk to you about, Rob, because you see me in your chat there a lot. I do love your show, and I wanted to talk to you about maybe if it's okay with you getting your blessing, if it's okay if we steal a couple of your rules, because rule 1 in particular keeps me alive.
Don't die. It's not that hard. I mean, it is. Every single human being who has ever lived and ever will violate it, but try and do your goddamn best not to. Because one day you're going to wake up and you'll be my age, 41. And then one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be 68. And then one day you're going to be waking up and you're 83. And you're going to go way back when you're like 41. Hey, a friend of mine says, let's go sledding down this driveway here, even though there's not a lot of snow. No, bitches. Why? What? Are you a pussy? Yes, I'm a pussy. Oh, look at this bitch here. Yeah, I'm going to be a bitch that doesn't have a knee that collapses backwards for a second time because, you know what? I don't want to wake up when I'm 83 going, I want to die because I was smart enough to remember rule number 1 way back when I was younger. Rule number 1, kids, don't die.
And so, yeah, with your blessing, if it's okay, I would like to steal your rules. Because they're good rules. They're good rules to live by.
I only have 2 rules. It's not that hard. Rule 1, don't die. Rule 2, don't be a dick. Because if you're going to not die and you have to hang around for a while, you're going to need to make shit easier for yourself. And the only way to do that is to make people not hate you. And the only way to make people not hate you is to not be a dick actively. Because if you need somebody one day to maybe help you at the DMV, if you wound up pissing them off because you called their child a potato-looking fart, just because you had a bad day, maybe when they recognize you at the DMV and you need to get that re-upped, otherwise you're going to have your driver's license suspended, you're going to go, oh, God, I wish I would listen to Rule 2.
I'm going to have to write these rules down. Make sure
we've got them now. With Rob's blessing, we're stealing his rules.
Sarah, thanks.
And we've stolen something from one of my probably my favorite YouTube show on YouTube in general. Like not just
I'm a nobody. Dude, my last name is Worst. I will never ever think of myself anything other than another piece of shit that's just out there on the internet, like everybody else.
But like I say, Rob, you're the best kind of worst.
Oh, thank
you. Always the best kind of worst.
So what else are y'all reading?
That's everything I read this week. So I don't know what comes out this week. Sarah was asking about Batman issue 100.
Okay.
Did you read that, Rob?
100. That felt like it's going about as fast as how I talk. So for a series that really has been ramping up since Tynion got on it, introducing Punchline and all these new characters, the architect, the sub architect, the Mr. Dom. It's a very BDSM storyline, but very Batman. So at the very end of the Joker War, after you have all these spin-offs and everything, they tie everything up in one single issue where it's like, everything's coming apart, Joker's lost. I'm like, wait, I didn't see any of that shit happening. Oh, it happened in all the other offshoots. I'm like, I read those fucking things. It didn't happen there. Okay, so it's over in issue 100 and Punchline's free and she's okay and she's pretending that she's rehabilitating herself, but still getting Joker's message out there. So good on you, Punchline. And now we have a new villain, and now I'm looking forward to this new villain. But as Tynion, I'm going to have fun, and I hope that they don't do a million billion offshoots, a million billion different variant covers, because there's just too much. And again, I don't have the room.
I really like the main story, but all the stuff at the end with just lead ups, didn't we just do that with Joker Warzone? Like, why are we just leading up to stuff? Can't we just enjoy the story we're in and not lead up to everything like it's some big event?
I don't even know how Joker War was supposed to tie into 3 Jokers, which I'm sure they don't. I don't
think they do.
But at the same time, we're supposed to accept it as they're all coming out at the same time. Yes, there's always been 3 Jokers, but for this one Joker, it's just the one Joker for Joker War. But is it the Joker that just got killed by Red Hood? Fuck you, don't think about it too much.
I don't think those tie in. It was just supposed to be its own thing unless they decide after the fact that it's going to be tied to continuity.
Oh, Sarah asked a good question, and I love answering this because people will hate me for this answer. So I've been reading X-Men. How much X-Men, you ask? This much X-Men. I have this entire long box right here dedicated for nothing but the new X-Men that's coming out.
You might need a couple more.
I will be, but maybe not. Now, hear me out. So if you take a look at previews, they will usually tell you like, okay, this is Runaway 2016 dash, or that'll let you know ongoing series is still going on. But if it says 2019 dash 2020, it's a mini series or it's probably going to end this year. Every single last X title has it to 2019 to 2020. That lets me know everything at the end of this little giant crossover is going to stop, and they're going to relaunch in another direction because Hickman, I don't know, is going to continue on with the book. So my guess is, you know how we now have gold balls putting out those eggs for the husks, and now you can inseminate them with the dead mutants. Well, my guess is anybody that died as a mutant is all of a sudden going to turn to dust, and whoever has died up to this point and been resurrected is dead.
Oh, there's a lot of people that
Wolverine.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. There's geeky guys saying that Robin should have died. Robin's already died. How many times can a character die before?
Batman is the worst surrogate. He kills all of the people that follows him. If you are in the military, you would kind of hope that your leadership would keep you, alive. And if they're not very good at it, they'd kind of get replaced. Batman should have been fired a few times over. He's lost Spoiler. He's lost Dick quit. Damian quit. We can go down a long list here. Oh, don't forget, Jason Todd that had the shit kicked out of him. He thought he was dead. He was left for dead and was resurrected, and he didn't bother searching for him. So that shows you how much that Bruce doesn't care.
Yeah.
If I was writing the Batman story, I would kill Batman and have someone take up his mantle and do things completely differently.
That's already happened as well, though. That's happened so many times.
But I would like it to happen again.
That happened like back in the 90s.
I know it's happened, but
it happened just recently with in New 52 when Bruce was dead and Jim Gordon took over.
Batman can die. Batman needs to be gone, and we need a completely new story in Gotham City with a completely new character, like almost like Marvel style, like just completely reset it. How they do it every other week.
And another thing that people seem to forget from the Scott Snyder story, that Batman was kind of resurrected, where all the scars that were on his back, they're gone now. So now he's getting them all over again. So that's, he gets a new body and he fucks it up all over again. Way to go. Again. If Batman existed in real life, he'd have a shelf life of 5 years before he's actually dead or crippled.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Talking about Batman, and we've got some fun comic facts that we've been dropping. Tyler's new segment on the live show. It's a little bit of an exclusive to the live show. Are you ready, Tyler?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm always ready.
All right, let's do it.
So each week I give 3 fun comic facts, and this week I've got a couple for you. So number 1, the Fantastic Four gets the number 4 from the number of members in their group. And number 2, Robin is not only Batman's sidekick, but is also a bird that flies around in the sky. And I don't have a third comic fact this week, but next week I'm going to either have 3 or maybe even an extra one, since I didn't have one this week.
So we've got a few creator interviews coming up. We've got the one that we're doing one tomorrow. We're doing one tomorrow with Sheldon Buchart. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Sheldon Buchart. He did a variant cover for Department of Truth. A really nice variant cover for the Department of Truth. I'm going to pull it up while I'm talking about it. But
isn't it like painted, or is that some? Oh no, that might be the second person. Never mind.
Yes, this is the second person. But this is.
And speaking of pull out, whatever you do not look up for the reason why Zoom Dick is trending today on October the 19th.
I would have never found out about it, but thanks, Rob.
Just take my word. Don't look it up. You'll find out on the news tonight.
Rob is trying to inception us. He's like, don't think of the elephant. And then everyone, here we go. Now everyone's thinking about Zoom Dick.
Does that work? Can you see that?
Yeah.
So that cover there of Department of Truth, we're going to be interviewing this artist. And at the end of the live stream, we're going to be giving this cover away. He's going to sign it and we're going to ship it out to one of the lucky viewers that are watching.
That's tomorrow. So everyone, same time tomorrow is this live stream. We'll be interviewing Rob Worst, and you can win that. So be there.
All you have to do is come over into the live stream and just drop in hello or whatever in the chat, and we'll I'll put your name down in a random kind of comment random generator. What do you call it? Randomizer, and we'll do the thing again, and someone will win that cover. But I think we can announce the one for next week as well, because I'm really excited. We've got another creator interview next week, and this one I'm so excited for. It's the colorist from King of Nowhere, from Black Badge, and from Grass Kings. Her name is Hillary Jenkins, and she is amazing. I love her work. We're don't know. We're just so lucky to get these interviews going, and I'm just so excited to do them. We're also going to be giving out. She's going to sign a couple of issues of Grouse Kings and Black Badge and give them out on that live stream as well. So we've got some fun things planned for the community coming up. So you make sure you want to jump in those live streams, because we're going to be giving them away on the live stream. So if you miss out, then unfortunately you miss out on the giveaway. So we're gonna.
I can't wait to talk to her. That's going to be so cool. And then if you guys don't know, her husband does the art, so she colors the art of her husband, which I'm sure Rob knew, but maybe not everyone else.
But yeah, really exciting stuff. I cannot wait. There's it's already scheduled the interview for tomorrow. So if you go onto our page and go down to the Creator Interviews playlist, you'll find it there, and you can hit the reminder so you don't miss it. And come and join the things, because it's going to be so much fun.
What time's that at?
Sorry?
What time's that at?
So it'll be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And for us in Australia, it'll be 7 a.m. Brisbane time. So it's gonna be good times tomorrow. Same time tomorrow.
Yep.
I hope they have extremely strong coffee where you're at.
No, I don't even drink coffee. I drink tea, and it's good enough for me. Tea's
then speed, meth, whatever you got to keep you.
Lee's got to commit more than we commit, Rob, because he's got to get up early and stay up late for anything, and so Australia is a big commitment over there.
Just prior to coming on to this, I was with a judge that, because the two sides were just so too dickish to one another, she said, I am willing to hear an evidentiary hearing. You want to bring in witnesses? Fine. Get your engineer and we will have a hearing at 7 a.m. tomorrow. And the first thing I went is, oh shit, I have to be up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. That's all I heard. Everything that came afterwards is wah, 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 wah. So I feel for you, brother.
Yeah, I enjoy it though. Like I like getting up for these live streams more than I enjoyed getting up for work when I had to leave the house for work, sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's it's a good time. It's a good time. I didn't even know that his wife does his colors on the colors on Department.
I didn't know that.
But I'm not an American, but I'll vouch that Metkin is an American hero on behalf of all Americans.
An American hero like the Homelander, right? Folk, wait, what?
But yeah, apart from that, the Creator Interviews we've got coming up. We've also got some fun episodes of Whack Comics coming up. We've got one on the one banked already that I don't know. I'll probably wait until after the Creator Interview to upload, and then we've got the one that we're doing with Nick, and heaps of fun stuff. Some more fun stuff planned for Halloween. It's getting to around the time. I know that not everyone likes to do this, but I think it's a fun thing to do because we're all in different time zones in the world and stuff. I like to hit people up and ask what time it is in your neck of the woods. It's a 7:47 a.m. on a Wednesday morning for me here. What time is it for you guys over there?
It's 5:47 p.m. for both of us, even though we live like 24-hour drive away from each other.
Oh, really?
Underwater, that.
Yep.
We'll never get to drown.
Yeah. So
I've never been to Miami, but I've been to a bunch of different places in Florida.
You're really not missing anything?
I was going to ask, is Miami the place to be?
Well, it used to be if you like to party, but now if you like to party, you're probably going to get sick. So now the place to be is my room.
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah.
Ninja Dairy, I just wanted to show this. Ninja Dairy sent this to me for free, and it's compendium. I've never picked up a compendium in my entire life. This not only heavy for a book, but it's heavy for like just normal everyday life things.
Looks like
this thing is a beast.
For every one of these kinds of things, how is the spine?
Oh, the spine's good.
So it feels like you could read it through and it's not going to like fall in half or anything?
No, it seems really good. Like it seems like the glue is really strong, and it's not, as long as I'm not like reckless with it, just fold it in half, but it seems great.
You heard it here first, folks. Image puts more money in the spines of their books than most of their Marvel and DC reprints.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Anytime I've ordered a hardcover in the past, it's one of the primary reasons why I don't order those kind of things. I used to read them and they would just crack in half. I'm like, bitch, I paid $40 for this.
Yeah, that would piss me off.
What do you remember? What book that was?
Was that?
What book was it? Do you remember?
It was a trade paperback of like Legion of Superheroes from the Jim Shooter era, and I was like maybe 15 issues into it, and I went to go like show the artwork to another friend of mine, and as I went to go open up the book, it fell off.
Oh my God.
I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna order the originals.
Yeah, Jim Mick gets all those omnibus, and he talks about how some have bad binding and are coming apart, and he has to re-glue stuff. I don't have that many books in general, like hardbacks or even soft covers, but that would piss me off with how much those cost. I would be livid.
At this point, if I wound up getting a compendium, it would be because I already have it and I want it to look nice on a shelf. Like Sandman, the omnibus for that. I mean, first, those things from the years past go for insane amounts of money. But those overly sized, square-bound, leather-bound books, I remember they were like $75 or $125 when they first came out, and now $500,000 easy. But they look fantastic. They hold up. And they're something that are my biggest regret not getting. Hey, Cancelo de Amico.
Hey,
Con. Hope you're doing well too, man. Thanks heaps for popping in. What I'm gonna do, and should have done this earlier, had it prepared, but I know it's in the description, but I'm gonna drop the link again for people to subscribe to Rob, because you should be doing it. I know that Sarah said that she went and subscribed already, and she said that she thought she's 600 subscriber. So we're going to see a 600 subscriber giveaway from you, Rob, or what? I
am the worst. I mean, first, let's get that out of the way. But second, I'm also the worst about sending out packages. So I have packages right now for everybody on my show. It's all free stuff that I've been either reading or stuff that I'm now trying to clean out of the boxes, and they just keep growing by the day. They are now no longer just like a small little box. It is now the Christmas package that each and every one of them are going to get. When I've done auctions in the past, it's taken me like 2 weeks at one point to send out stuff. If I wind up promising somebody, now I have something in the back of my head where I feel guilty because it hasn't gone out immediately to the post office. Meanwhile, I have the overweight comorbidity that I'm worried about going to the post office to go, okay, here's that beer fuck that's behind me going through their face mask. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. You want to come pick up in person? I'll give you a book.
Hear that? Everyone go to Miami. Rob's got books for you.
Good night,
everybody. That's cold. No, I feel you though. I'm sorry, Sarah. I still haven't even sent out your giveaway prize yet. I'm going to get to it. I've got something.
Here, you show up to my doorstep. You get an action come.
Oh, I think he's gone frozen.
Oh, he's frozen.
You're frozen there, Rob.
No, that's him getting out before he has to give it away.
Are you back now?
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, it froze for a second. Yeah, that was telling me something. Don't come to my house because this is not going home with you.
Animals was 601.
Damn.
And Think Geek was either 599 or 598. But
man, meanwhile, us being
Tyler on Twitter, awesome.
So in the time that we've been on, there's been a 7.4, a 5.4, and a 5.7 earthquake in Alaska. Us being on has literally not just broken the internet, we have broken the fucking planet, people, by being on with Whack Comics and Time.
2020. It's going to be the end.
I'd like to formally apologize to the country of Alaska.
It's just a state.
A state?
It's a state.
Like
well, fuck me. It's a state? Is it really?
Yeah.
A state of,
it's like 50 people living there.
It's a state. So it's a state of America.
Nobody lives there.
Yeah. But it's
if one of them says, Whack, I'm going to come to your country, to your home to fuck you up, you know you have at least like 2 days to plan because first they have to fly out of Alaska to Chicago, which is going to take a day to begin with, then to fly all the way there to you. So you have plenty of time to leave, plenty of time to prepare. Be Batman.
I think the part I'm confused about is, didn't you say that Canada was in between America and Alaska?
It is.
That's fucking weird.
Yep.
I suppose that's the part that made me go, like, it's its own country, because it's not like there's a whole different country between.
Yeah, I think it was our
states.
Was it our 49th state, and then Hawaii was 50th? And Hawaii might be closer to UWAC than it is to us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it is. And that's our 50th state.
The more you know, hey?
Yeah, it's right in the middle of the ocean.
Con, awesome. New to his Twitter. Everyone should do the things and follow Tyler Shatterglass Comics on Twitter and Instagram. But Twitter's the main place where you'll find all of his reviews. He's
Instagram, I just show off fun stuff like this here.
I'm gonna try and
third printing.
That's another series I should have got on.
And then like my favorite. Oh wow, I don't even know if you'll be able to see this because it's such a dark. Oh yeah, you can see it. My favorite artist. I just got that in recently, but that's what I post on Instagram, just fun stuff like that. But on Twitter, I do comic reviews.
Awesome. But you look like you were getting something to show us, Rob.
Oh, I want to go put the Action Comics back.
Oh, okay.
He was just trying to do it before he was back on screen.
Yeah, I know showbiz a little bit. I know that while the camera's not on me, that gives me the seconds I need to get my shit together. And guess what, folks? If you see anybody with a shirt and tie and a suit, you know for a fact that they do not have their shit together. It's all
at least you put off the illusion, though. Some people don't even put it off, right?
Rob Shows has some great topics.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
It really does, and when he gets around to them, I think for the last maybe half hour, 45 minutes of the show, sometimes it turns up being, isn't it, Rob?
If we get to the topic at all.
It's always a good time, though. So yeah, definitely hit the notification bell. You want to watch those shows live because he's really interactive with the chat, and it's a good time.
Normally we start wrapping up the show about right now, but today we're going to leave the stream and Rob's going to just show off all the books he's going to give you guys when you show up to his house. I think he said just walk up, look at his wall, you get one pick, and that's it. I like that Detective 880. That might be what I go for.
Haven't you already go on?
The funny thing is just about anything you see here, if it's a new book, and by new I mean from like 1992 to present, 90% of all those I got for cover price because I've been reading comics that freaking long. That issue of Detective to me was just the next issue. The issue I'm missing is 881. So thank God that the one I'm missing is not that one.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that was worthwhile. It was a cool looking cover, but I didn't think it was anything that was anything until I opened up Key Collector for the first time and went, oh, look at that. It says $150. And that was like, what, a year and a half ago? And now it's twice that. So thanks, COVID, for making comics worth more. But fuck you for taking people away I care about. And good God, we got to make this thing go away.
Yeah.
What's this? Oh, we got comics on the mind.
Hey, Kirk.
Thanks heaps, Kirk.
Because if y'all are here, you know you got it. It's comics on the mind.
And Master Ben wants us to dox Rob.
Good luck.
Sorry, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Try commencing an assault on this place and see where that'll leave you. And no, I don't own a single gun, but you know who I am. You know that it's really hard to kill me. No, really. See this? struck by lightning, shot 3 separate times, broken my neck twice, broken every bone in my body. Good luck
Oh my
with that.
God.
You serious? You've been struck by lightning?
Yeah, it hurt. It was one of the times I died.
Fucking hell, Rob.
Oh my God. This
You
is
can't
what we
just-
should have opened the show with.
I know, right? We're getting like to the hour point where we
This
just
is
wrap
how
up, but now I
close
just
it's
like,
gonna
how
get.
can you just say that was one of the times I die and leave it there? We need to know more.
Yeah. All right. Well, good show, guys. So,
If you want to know more, come and watch my show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bits out here and there.
Awesome. All right. Well, I suppose we'll start wrapping it up because it's getting to the hour. But did we even get around to you, Rob, to show some things off? Was there anything that you wanted to show off? I know you showed off a couple of things, but
Show off a couple things, huh? I think I showed off enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
look, just have a look there.
Here's some
Just
stuff
take
to
in
show off.
everything.
I'm just gonna walk away. Here's stuff to look at.
While everyone's having a gaze at your comics, why don't you tell them where they can find you?
So you can find me at a little show called Not Near Mint. It's on YouTube. We only do a show once a week, every week at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And that show is called Not Near Mint. It stars Lady Fantastic, Comics on the Mind. It also stars Miracle Man and my fat ass. So if you want to see this, I mean, trust me, you're not coming for this. You're coming for all this stuff here because we talk about comics. That's what we love. We're not here to bash. We're not here to talk shit. We're not here to demean. We're here because we want more people in the community. We want more people coming into this hobby because if there's not new folks coming in, eventually this hobby dies off. Those books that you think are going to be valuable, people don't want them anymore. They're not valuable anymore. So we need people. Also, we need you. Keep reading comics. Make sure you have a pull list because that's how your store knows what to order. Otherwise, you might miss out. Don't miss out because if you're missing out, stupid. Don't do that. Get older books.
Get what you like.
Exactly.
Thanks so much, Rob, for coming on. I really appreciate you coming on and blessing us with stealing your rules. You can definitely, we're going to be using them every episode now. Now that we've got them, you better believe it.
And we'll send
I
people your
stole
way.
the rules to begin with. The rule number 1 came from a girl by the name of Jen. Why can't I remember her last name? It's been like 10 years. But yeah, she was the one going like, don't die. Rule number 1, don't die. It was like a little in joke. So I haven't seen her in decades. So hey, mine now. I feel like that guy from that TV show Parks and Rec. That's funny. I'm stealing that. That's mine now.
Looks like you should start a bed and breakfast at least. Looks like people want to come stay.
Only this room that looks like this. Just this room. No other room would be allowed to look like this.
Well, if you're going to come to the U.S., I'd suggest Miami over Indiana. But that's just me.
I will trade you. I like the quiet.
Yeah,
And
that's true. We have that.
Nicer.
And corn. We have lots of corn.
Yeah, stay away, Gators. Actually, I'm in Miami. South Florida's enough. I'm also far enough west. We have plenty of gators, but by those gators, I mean the kind that would kind of eat the shit out of you.
Yeah,
Just gonna try rule number 1. Well, good. I hope you succeed as well.
Do succeed on rule 1.
give it a
We
go.
want to see you back.
Definitely want to see you back. And as always, follow Tyler on Shattered Glass Comic Reviews at Ready for Wednesdays. Come back same time tomorrow. We're going to be doing it all over again with our creator interview, so you're not going to want to miss that. I couldn't thank you enough, Rob. Honestly, thanks heaps, man. I look forward to watching your show every week. So it's great having you on here. Everyone, go sub up to Not Near Men if you haven't, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Giveaway tomorrow, guys.
Yeah, giveaway tomorrow. Don't miss a giveaway.